Hello, what's up guys? How you doing? It is me, Lasty here, and welcome today to a brand new episode of the FIFA 23 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Episode number 105 today, and the first thing I want to say to you is a very happy new year to you all. I hope and wish that your 2023 is fun and successful and enjoyable, right? That's what I would love for you guys. And hey, I hope the same for myself as well. That'd be pretty cool. So yeah, here's to 2023. Hopefully it'll be big for the channel. And as always, I have some goals in mind, and it would be cool if we could reach them. So if you do enjoy today, do me a favor, help me reach one of my goals, and just hit that thumbs up button. Can we start with 2,000-3,000 likes on the episodes this year? That'd be awesome. And subscribe to my channel as well if you're new. Let's try and grow our channel up towards that 600k mark. That'd be brilliant. So today, do you know what? I've only just finished recording this stuff, and I can't even remember what it is exactly we get up to. Ah, yes. So it's going to be your classic sort of going through whatever the SBCs have been lately. And so I do my classics. I go through every night, and I get my position modifiers, because why not, right? We also, of course, got the Pele Tifo. That was a nice touch from EA, of course, after his passing, sadly. And then I also do my daily Winter Wildcards login thingy. What was it today, then? So we get our 5 Winter Wildcards loans. And I think I'm going to take Clivert today because we've got a Chiellini in our club, an actual one. We don't even need the loan. Although I'm going to get rid of him today. That's for sure. I'll tell you why shortly. But we got a rare players pack, a 50k pack from whatever day this was that I completed this. I'm sure that we're pretty much close towards the end now by the day you're watching this. But I'll keep doing it every day. Sometimes I sort of have a couple of recording days, then I film, and then it goes out over the next couple of days, and then I'm back to filming on those days. So it's always a day or two behind really on the footage, unless there's something super relevant that needs to come out instantly. That's kind of just how I schedule my videos and my life, if anyone's curious or wondering. But yeah, 50k pack was no bueno. It was an 83. Oh dear. But the Maldini SBC does tempt me. I'm very interested in this one because he can play centre-back. He can start a left-back and play wherever you want, or he can start a centre-back and play wherever you want. And I just think that him next to Cordoba, that might alleviate any of my centre-back issues that I've been having. You know, trying to put someone there that's not very tall next to him or something like that. Well, Maldini is 6'1", very decent, and I think he'll be good. So I'm committing to doing the Maldini SBC today. It's particularly cheap as well. It's under 300,000 coins to unlock. We're going to do it without spending a single penny, all right? I want to just use the fodder players that I can earn and get and whatnot. So it's going to cost me 0 of my actual coins today, but of course it will probably rid me of all fodder in the club. 2 rare gold players pack then, for completing the... So obviously it has like the bronze and the silver rares part to it. So get them done. If you haven't... I mean, you guys will have those in your club, I'm sure. If not, do a little bit of bronze pack method and then turn it into the silver upgrade. And there you go. You'll have your rares. So we're going to say goodbye to Salvio, Chiellini, Mascherano from my starting 11, and RVP. 4 players which I just don't see myself using. Well, I was using Mascherano, but as we are committing to getting a replacement for him, he can bloomin' well go into the SBC, can't he? Because I didn't want him. I don't really rate him too much. He was okay when I played with him for a couple of games, but next to Cordoba, I want someone with a little bit more stature and pace, actually. So, yeah, Cordoba next to Maldini. Seems like a brilliant set of centre-backs. Because you got one really short one, but he's really fast, and you got one really tall one. He's also really fast. I just think they're going to combine nicely and be hopefully rock solid for my average FIFA self when I go into my games. So we get ourselves a Teze. Not the greatest of rewards for completing a part of the SBC, but it is what it is. So what have we done now? Have I done? Yeah, I've done 4 out of 6. I've done the most expensive. We've just got I think it's an 84 and an 86 rated squad left, so we'll try and work on getting them done. Marquee matchups time, though, because I needed to do 2 specific things today to make another thing happen, right? I needed to do marquee matchups. Excuse me. And I also needed to do Silver Stars, because Silver Stars also has a Winter Wildcard token, swap token, and Marquee Matchups had one as well in the very first segment, Villarreal versus Valencia. And with that, with getting those extra 2 Winter Wildcard swap tokens, I would be up to 10. I've already spent 7, so I technically have had 17 I've got so far, which I think is... I don't think I really missed any or many of them. Literally, I might have missed 1 or 2, but pretty much got them all. But I don't think I can stretch all the way to getting the 83 by 75. And I was weighing it up in my head, like, what do I want? Do I want the 85 times 10, or do I want the 83 by 25? And I think I decided that I wanted the 83 by 25. So, yeah, that's what we're aiming for here today. So I've got a few packs from Marquee Matchups. That's complete. Let's see what we get from this today. I think the last couple of weeks have not been very good for me in terms of Marquee Matchups. And it's weird because you don't really want to see a gold card at the moment. You want to see some sort of special card because, I mean, at the time of recording this, the best of stuff was out. So, like, Mbappe wasn't gold, he was purple, and all of that sort of stuff. So, I don't know what it is the day you're watching this with the latest content and stuff. I don't know when that best of, if it swaps for another best of or is gone, is still there. I'm not 100% sure. But you kind of don't really want to see golds in your packs at all, really, this year. Because if it's, I think Neymar is over 100, is he? He might not be, you know. Yeah, he's got to be, right? Surely. I think maybe it's just Mbappe that's over 100k. Neymar's probably pretty close. And then even Messi and Ronaldo, both not very expensive at all. So, yeah, kind of want to see special cards. And that just wasn't happening for me. So, which is why I'm sort of committed to an SBC like the 83 by 25 and also the Maldini SBC, because I'm probably not going to get anything in the 83 by 25 that's going to be usable or useful. I don't think I'm going to be that lucky. But what I will get is a bunch of fodder that can go into Maldini. And Maldini's are guaranteed. It's not like I get to open a pack and maybe Maldini will be in there. I give all that stuff in. I put all that fodder into the SBC. And I 100% get him. So I know that I've got a good card coming out at the end of it. Which is... it's fun and all that to do a lot of those risky SBCs, and I do as many of them as I can when I've got the fodder, but it's also quite fun to just unlock a player that you've kind of wanted for a bit. And I don't know how, I tend to not really see many of the leaks going on, because I try and block it all out, because I find the most fun part of the game is the surprise of when something comes out, in my opinion at least. But I did hear, like, a while back, actually, that Maldini was going to get an SBC, as well as Jairzinho, however you pronounce the Brazilian's name. And I was like, oh, do you know what? Maldini could be something pretty good. I'd quite like to get him. And then I forgot about it because it had been a few days and other SBCs had come out and I'd spent my fodder in other places. And then he came out and I was like, oh, yeah, Maldini. I'll get him. So I got Silver Stars done. That's sweaty these days as well. It's the skill-based matchmaking in friendlies makes that feel really sweaty, I think. And we get another level 15, which is not a fodder player this time. It's a pack. I don't know why, but I guess those players are always behind the curve anyway, so we just use them as fodder. So maybe giving us a pack to potentially, you know, one of you will get a really nice high-rated card out of that. And fair play if that is the case. I didn't. I got 3 83s. So let's stick our 10 Winter Wildcards tokens in for an 83 plus 25 player pack and see what we can get from that. It sounds so good, right? That you know, the minimum I'm going to get is 83s, and there's 25 players in there, and it's the minimum I can get. So surely there's going to be a lot higher rated stuff. Do you know what? I wonder if anyone's ever got 25 83s or like got 84 as their max or something like that. I don't get a special card, which is, it sucks. It really does. We get Ruben Diaz. So not like a 90 or above or anything like that. So I think initially, I think definite L, right? It's not a great one. If we'd have saved up 5 more tokens and gone for an 85 times 10, might have taken another week and I needed the fodder now. But you know what? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players, 85 and above. 8, 9 there with the 2 winter wildcards that were at the back of the pack. So we kind of got that and a little bit more fodder. And trust me, I've seen 85 times 10s that look a little bit like what I've got at the front of my pack there. So, yeah, everyone thinks of 85 times 10s and thinks, oh, they're so amazing. But they're only really amazing because we remember them at the end of a game cycle when you get loads of special cards in them. Sometimes they're a little bit meh. So that's why I went for this one, and unfortunately didn't really work out too great. It gave me nearly enough to get the next expensive part of Maldini done. I did say goodbye to Gonzalo Ramos because I just don't find myself using him. I'd rather either put Enzo on the bench and use him as a sub or start him on a lack of chemistry. I just don't mind that much. Gonzalo Ramos just wasn't really it for me up front. Excuse me. So we did, in the end, have enough stuff to get this Icon SBC done. Welcome to the club, Base Maldini. Now, you might be thinking, Tom, it's January. It's literally 2023. What are you using a baby icon for? Well, I used baby Pele for like the whole year last year, and he was brilliant. And I just think that this Maldini is going to be a solid centre-back. 87 pace, 90 defending, 78 physical is weird. It's low, isn't it, for a centre-back? But with an anchor, he gets like the +8 strength. He's got like 90-odd strength. And the jumping goes up to like 90-odd as well. So, he goes up to nearly 90 strength, should I say. He's a little bit weak, I would say. But those defending stats are brilliant. So, and of course, he's so fast already. And I don't know how much strength plays a massive part in this game. But I know pace as a centre-back does play a big part. So, yeah, that's very, very important. We get Luis Diaz. More importantly, there's a Bersant Salina in that pack, which is, an Ipswich Town fan favourite. Playing his football in Turkey now. And then actually we end up getting a Delict from the next pack. And that's pretty good. So an 84 and an 85 in those 2 reward packs. Excuse me. Considering I hadn't really been getting much, I'll take it, to be honest. I'll sell the 85. I'll keep the 84. I don't think they go for much, but 85s are worth selling probably. And we welcome Maldini into our club. So he can be moved to a centre-back straight away and play alongside Cordoba. Now, that to me is a decent centre-back partnership. I said it all along from the start of this video. I just think that that's going to work nicely. I'm going with an anchor because I do feel we need to address the physical issues a little bit there. And he's already got 87 pace. So that takes him up to 91 pace. And he's got like an absolutely rapid Cordoba next to him who's already got like 87 physical. So them two together, I think, are going to work wonders. So that is kind of it for this video. We've managed to get an 83 by 25 done, complete the Icon SBC for Paolo Maldini, and do other stuff there along the way, like Silver Stars, and get all of that stuff done. So I know that I need to start on the Weekend League. I do need to crack on with the Weekend League because, well, it's here, it's nearly gone, so I need to play that. So I'll do that with my new defensive line of Base Maldini and Cordoba. I'm just looking forward to trying to make some tackles with them. Hopefully I'll go completely unbeaten in the Weekend League and not even concede a single goal because he'll be that good. In reality, I'll probably end up losing my first game like 5-0 or something. But hey, in my head, he's going to be a good centre-back. So he will be. I'll like him, I promise. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've enjoyed today's video, can you do me a favour? Hit the thumbs up button. It'd be amazing, like I said, to kickstart the year on a good note with getting 2, maybe even 3,000 likes on the video. That'd be awesome. Thank you. Hope you lot are not too, hungover and stuff if you're of drinking age and whatnot. I hope you all had safe and fun and awesome nights partying and whatnot. And, hey, I'm glad we're into a new year. Here's to a positive 2023. That'd be pretty awesome if we could just smash out a nice, successful year. That's the plan, and I wish that to you as well. Guys, I'll be back again tomorrow for another episode, and I'll see you then. Peace.